To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Day 3 of the Legion of Champions Series for PUBG PC India Qualifier. My name is Cap Nadia, and I am joined by once again Bathura as we have more teams competing for a slot at the LAN finale happening in Bangalore next month, where they will be competing for not just a massive 10 lakh prize pool brought to you by Lenovo and Intel, but also the right to represent India at the APAC Grand Finals in Bangkok. How's it going, Bathura?
Everything is great until now, but considering how there's a fight happening right as we start. There's a fight going on between Team Rat Syndicate and Team Delight Esports. Close to.
Yep, it's not often you see something happening early on. He's getting warmed up, the teams are looting, and all of a sudden it turns out we have bullets flying as Delight Esports are going to be up against the Rad Syndicate, who are in school with Delight Esports taking up apartments. Quickly giving you a look at the map as well. Oddly enough, these teams are not as spread out as we would have imagined this early on, because the circle is going all the way south towards military base, where only 2 teams have made it so far, and it seems like we're going to have some action towards Ferry Pier, where one member of Team Kryptonite seems to have just gotten himself into the water and has actually been spotted out by Usamajo.
And I don't think Qualifiers expects this to be happening, but pretty much I think Usamajo is too late to react, but he does get the information perfect, and he does know that there's one people lingering around his territory, and he does give the information out to his teammates, but he's pretty hesitant to shoot his first bullet. But I don't think Qualifiers did realize that Team FIFO had their sights on him.
Yep, at this point, everyone's looking for that super early rotate coming into mill base. They want to try and get the early advantage and give themselves the best possible chance of picking up kills and securing that early head start as far as the group is concerned. Right now we've got members of D9 getting across the bridge, checking early on if there was anybody camping or not.
And looks like Sensei Ryu and his co-teammates Team FIFO have pretty much gotten a good loot, and they did attain the whole territory of Ferry Pier. But close by, I don't think there's anybody happening. But look at this, there is a brawl happening between Team Delight Esports and Team Rat Syndicate. Let's quickly switch on to Dominic. It is Dominic fighting bullets to Paradox. No, he's not fighting to. But I think there were a few bullets shot. Look at SKP. He takes one shot on electricity. I'm not pretty sure if he did tag him though. But he does get spotted. He does take damage. He's dropped down to 38 points of health with the SKS from Paradox, if I'm not wrong. But look at this. This car 98 can prove to be devastating. That was right after the game, and you don't have so many level 3 elements coming in. Paradox is out in the open, but SK has his scopes on. He's hesitant to shoot his first shot, but there he goes. He shoots, and he misses it just by a jiffy.
Yep, they've got that fight going on right at the edge of the circle, so it's going to be very interesting to see, whether these guys from Delight Esports are going to want to stick around for the fight, or maybe head towards Pochinki as soon as possible to stock up on as much loot as they can get, because I think this is the first time in our 3 days now that we have seen a circle move south towards military base. On the east, you can notice you've got folks coming in on a boat. They're going to be going towards Novo over here, and that's going to be very interesting because that is completely unlooted, so they're going to have a long time to loot up here, maybe position themselves towards the entrance of the island at the bridge, prevent rotates coming back here. And look at that, the circle favors them. We've got another boat coming in from the west that's going to be looking at going all the way around. They maybe want to go towards Novo, or if they spot that care package, they're going to be looking for that cheeky care package pickup. Turning over back towards Delight Esports, we seem to have gotten a knock. I think Gokhale giving his team that tiny bit of an edge to finally get out of there.
Yes, they did take down a knock onto Paradox XKS from the Rat Syndicate, but what really happened with the Rat Syndicate's team was they were in a disadvantage because the circle was not favoring them, and they had to push towards the Delight Esports because they couldn't risk taking the long route afar from them and then back into the circle, because they needed to take this fight and they couldn't do it to the extent that we were expecting them to be doing it.
Alright, we've got an interesting situation developing here. We've got your boys over at Delight Esports who have bumped into Team YTG as we've got shots coming out from all of them, and it looks like we got a team knock. It seems like Dominic shot his own teammate who was sitting in front of him, and that is quite an oops moment coming in from Delight Esport, and it is going to give YTG the opportunity to get the hell out of there.
And this is a blunder coming in from Team Delight Esports right off the bat, because this is not something which happens every day, and it's as comical as we're watching it right now. But depending on the other team's positions, I think this might actually cost them at the farther end of the game, because as we know, every knock decreases the time for his teammate left to be revived. But look at this, and they're splitting up, and I think they're gonna go as the same approach, the 2v2 approach, but Gokhale is very separated from his team. He's very disintegrated, and what looks like he's chasing Team YTG.
Well, I think he's just trying to get out of there as fast as possible because they know the circle's coming, and if you can look at their loot, they don't have any meds. So this is not a very favorable situation for them. Let's take a look at the map. We've got YTG who has just crossed over into the zone, and everybody else is still on the outside from the rest of his team, Team Delight Esports, and another team with a potential big fight shaping up south of Military Island. That's where things are going to get very, very hot in just a few minutes. You've got Navi M4, you've got D9 and Kryptonite all already taking up positions. 3 care packages within shooting distance of each other, and you all must be familiar with how the terrain there is there, with lots of trees, lots of ridges, not too many buildings towards the south once you cross the mill base. So it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out as the game continues, but we're definitely going to start seeing firefights breaking out in the next few seconds. We already see preemptive shots coming out. Devajyoti struggling to get to the zone. He has no meds at all, and if I'm not mistaken, his car has run out of fuel. This is not what he wanted. The first aid coming in just in the nick of time, and he does have the meds that weren't reflected earlier on in his inventory, and it seems Devajyoti is gonna survive, but just barely.
And yes, team number 4, Team Delight Esports, actually on the bridge. They're being extra precautious because they do know people can actually take the risk and catch someone out by actually risking it out, staying in the blue zone or the danger zone. But I'm really not sure because Dominic is very low on HP. He needs his first aid kit to be on time. He can actually get knocked out here if he's not fast enough, and right on time he has the
Alright,
first
let's
aid
quickly
kit.
switch over back to our friends at Navi M4. They actually know that FIFO has just made land below them, coming hot on the boat, which of course everyone saw and heard. Konwao leading the charge for his team with Sensei Ryu, Usamajo, 50 below, and like Great 10 right in front of DR10, apologies. And it seems like they are in such a horrible position with shots coming out. Sensei Ryu gets taken down by Baba Bakchod first up early on, and this is looking very, very bad for the folks over at FIFO.
The nades coming in and the smoke pops out right in time, but they don't really, I don't think they can revive their teammate Sesi Ryu back as he gets taken down by the nade by Baba Bakchod, and now there's only 3 people left on the team. I don't think Team FIFO did see this coming. They did take the long route to actually reach the circle by taking the boat and coming all over through the ocean.
Yep, you know, they thought they were going to, they're playing it smart, going all the way around the map, but we've got, you know, trouble all over. This isn't the only place. We've got these guys coming in from the west. We've got gunshots, I mean lots of shots going out from D9 towards YTG, if I'm not mistaken. And it seems like we're gonna have more company for our friends at Navi M4. Now they're sandwiched between 2 teams. They've got FIFO on one side, they've got Delight Esports on the other, but they do have the equipment to, you know, survive it. Level 3s all around. Konwao is fully set. Baba has level 2s. But it's the level 1 helmets that actually might hurt them. No, these are level 2s.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Team Kryptonite actually manages to spot Team YTG. I don't think they see this coming. As Team Groot starts taking beautiful shots on him, does manage.
That's lovely
to
stuff
take
by
down a knock.
Groot and Kaushik teaming up to take out GGG.
He does spot one more, and Extra is not expecting this position, being very much upfront by Groot Boy. They don't see the shots coming as they're taking down multiple shots, and considering the position of GGG is right now, I think he's going to go down. And yes, as we talk, Groot Boy does manage to take him down with the SLR. He does also manage to get tagged up and dropped down by 32 points of health. And seems quite advantageous right now for Team Kryptonite, as they're the ones who have the better positional advantage as well as the member advantage, because they are 4 going up against the squad that's only 3, and that group again trying to go with the shots but not quietly connecting, as Kaushik is pretty cautious about the backstab that can actually come.
Yep, we've once again back at Team Navi M4, who have, I think, spotted out once again Team FIFO, and they're being stalked behind them. They have no idea, you know, the squad behind them. Light Esports moving in. Konwao, he's got just a 4x, unable to land the shots. I don't think he is judging his bullet drop too well, but still manages 2 of them.
Team FIFO did actually spot them, and they're hesitating to take the shot, but 50 below with one beautiful car landed shot coming, dropping his opponent by 49 points of health. And I don't think that's a good angle, and they're not equipped with as powerful scopes as they talk, but never mind about the scopes. Is 50 below does manage to take down Baba Bakchod with the 4x he has, and I think the teams can't revive right now.
Yeah, I think that they're definitely going to go for the finishes. The smoke coming in beautiful, and 50 below gets traded by Pacho Herrera. Great teamwork and awareness coming in, buys themselves the time. But here's the interesting situation. Moving in behind them, Delight Esports. They've got a flank on everybody. Navi M4 has no idea that they even have a team behind them, and these guys can just take their shots. Gokale coming in, trying to steal kills, find the people who are prone, healing, unaware of their presence, but unfortunately doesn't make that count. So that advantage they had has been whiffed, as Light Esports will now have to fight out in the open against two other teams. This Mexican standoff just got crazier, folks. Beautiful shot there by Rudis Dassens, finding Usamajo with the Mini 14, just a 4x. But he is in a very difficult position right now. At low ground, out in the open. SK1P21 trying to find the Car 98 shot, but it is going to be Dominic who comes to his rescue. The blue zone coming in, forcing them to move up, which means the folks over at Navi M4 are going to have a slightly better shot at them in the next few seconds. Right now they have had the ridge giving them cover from at least one of the teams, and there we have it. Navi M4 folks have started firing. Dominic is out in the open. He's going to have to quickly jump down. This could be a potentially fatal fall if he slips. And drum roll.
Yes, this is an interesting encounter coming in from Team Navi M4 and Team Delight Esports, but little do they actually realize they have a higher chance of getting third-partied by Team D9 coming in, because they're safely hidden inside the caves, and I don't think Konwav is expecting that to be happening right now.
Yep, Dominic and Co all trying to find that early pick. Little do they realize that Navi M4 is less than 100 meters from them, and the push coming up from Navi M4, they are right next to them.
But they don't even realize Team Navi M4 is shooting a different team as they're getting shot by two different angles right now. They don't know what to do. But Team Navi M4, I don't think it was the most advantageous position for them to start taking the fight. But Pacho Herrero just with the 2x, risking his shots, taking it very far away. Little does he realize the Team Delight Esports is right under the cliff, waiting with their battalion to charge this force.
Yeah, just to give you an angle here, Gokhale has no idea. He's got all of Delight Esports is slowly walking in behind them. Curry Frags on the other end, getting in on the action. A nade coming in. No, that's a smoke. I don't think he realized he threw a smoke.
He's actually helping his opponents for the revive with that smoke, but Curry Frags is pushing on to Electricity. He does manage to spot it, Ashikar, and did manage to take him down as well, not giving the revive.
SK12 finds one with the Car 98 with help from Dominic. That means Navi M4 are in a bit of a panic situation now. Gokhale still holding the aggressive ground. Dominic, he's been taken down. He's in trouble. A little to the left, a little to the right, and that is going to be the end of his day.
And meanwhile, as we talk about this, I think Team The Rat Syndicate has been eliminated. Nonetheless, yes, it is Team The Rat Syndicate that has been eliminated. But look at Good Boy. Good Boy taking one more amazing pick out of Debajoti.
Quickly turning over to Curry Frags, who is trying to find the last member of YTG. Doesn't quite spot him out, but he knows the circle is in their favor. And right above him, you have got the rest of Squad 9. That is Team FIFO. We saw earlier who came in from the drop. Curry Frags has no idea. He's gone in. He's in the blue. DR gets taken down earlier with Groot Boy coming in with the assist now. And that is going to be Team FIFO getting eliminated. Smoke's coming. I think that was an accidental nade. Oh, beautiful nade coming, but the tree in position to help Curry Frags out, as Monish is going to be the peak of his life. Neither of them able to connect. Taking out the sniper. One bullet is all it takes to make the difference. Quick peek. Bit of patience from Curry Frags. He's got himself the arm.
But Monish manages to actually go down, even though he takes a lot of damage with the fall from the mountains. I just hope he doesn't get stuck. I just currently hope he doesn't get stuck, as he's the only alive member of Team YTG.
Yep, over here, let's quickly switch over to Gokhale. He has waited out the danger from Team Navi M4. He spots them out. Little X-ray vision to help you guys out there. Is he going to go for the cheeky one kill, or is he going to try and play it patiently and get as much positional advantage as he can? Maybe take out one or two people. Buns, did he spot him out? I don't think so. Konwa coming back once again. They know that one member is still alive. Gokhale playing with fire right now. Buns is right next to him. Buns will spot him out. No. What are you doing? Shoot. Gokhale. Beautiful discipline or indecision? I'm a bit lost for words right now, folks. I have no idea what's happening. This should be get one kill and get it over with. There's not much he can do alone at this point. Buns also hell-bent on looking below. The blue zone chunking away at this point. Finally, he's gonna go for the finish. Gets himself a point. Konwa comes rushing in. Gokhale.
Wait, what? They didn't spot him?
What?
Oh, did he? I think Konwa just lagged out. I'm not really sure. I think the whole team lagged out because they're running. Oh my god, Gokhale. I know luck favors the brave, but how lucky can you get, man?
With gifting Gokhale an extra position, 2 free kills, all out of what I think is probably now the best decision we've seen in this tournament so far. Let's quickly turn over to the other fight happening as D9 is going up against Kryptonite. These two, if I might not be mistaken, might just be cafe teams.
Yes, there has been one of the ally knocked out for Team D9 right now. But considering all these clips, I think it's any man's game. It just depends on how each one decides to pick off his fight. And it's 9 people alive, but yet 4 teams.
Yep. So D9, they're not in the best position because they're in low ground. Monish finally gets spotted out by Qualifiers, who finishes the job he started 5 minutes ago for an extra kill. 8 members alive. Looking at this kill feed, we have a massive 9 kill haul on Kryptonite. And finally, D9 gets spotted out, and Kryptonite is not going to give them an easy time. The high ground is not going to help them. The arm shots you can hear in the background coming in from Curry Frags. Oh, beautiful peek there by Kaushik. Lands the shot, not enough to finish Archie, but it is definitely going to make D9 rethink their plans. What Kaushik doesn't realize is Better Utah is right below him. You can see with the X-ray, Better Utah will have a perfect shot on Kaushik should he peek a little aggressively and decide to hold for a second or two. Smart move that he is, not staying too stationary. Curry Frags has some idea what Get Right is. Again, none of them know that Better Utah is right below them. Again, great taps coming in by Kaushik.
That Utah is not able to climb this cliff to take the engagement right now, and that's not sad, but he hears Qualifiers. He hears Qualifiers making too much noise right now, but it's not very helpful for Better Utah as he's not able to climb up this cliff right now. But Get Right, he does manage to spot 2 more people. And Qualifiers, does he expect this coming? But shots from Get Right do manage to give away his position. He spots Sir Rudro as well.
Yeah, Sir Rudro spots out Archie. The spray coming out doesn't land any shot. Panics, runs back, whiffs the rest of the clip, and down to just 82 bullets now. Archie is actually being saved by that little branch of the tree. D9 seem to have 9 lives, and Gokhale, by the way, has made it all the way to 3rd place alone. From what looked like a lost cause, to win it, and it seems like Kryptonite has been pushed by D9. Kaushik all alone up here. Qualifiers gets taken down, and now suddenly Kaushik has a mountain to climb.
But look at Archie monsters flying coming in. Kaushik doesn't even expect that coming. That nade could just do devastating damage for Kaushik right now as he does not even see it coming. But Sir Rudro, I think, is also taken down by team. Look at this, Kaushik the only one alive, but Kaushik does manage to take down Archie monster. Now Jekko leaning upon the tree. Yes, he does manage to take him down as team D9, I think they've been taken out. And they were the kill leaders at that point.
Now, Kryptonite got taken out. This is D9.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
sorry.
Kryptonite with that massive kill haul, 9 kills, falls, and now it is up to District 9. Can they make this 4 into a 5 and take home the chicken dinner? Can Gokhale somehow defy the odds and go from a position where he shouldn't have even been in the top 4 to possibly causing the biggest upset of the tournament so far?
But look at Gokhale just lying down peacefully, because that tree, Mother Nature, is there to help him secure his position. And even if he dies now, I think he has a pretty good show, because he was so low. He was alone. His team has abandoned
And
him.
what it seems like, he doesn't really have any boosters to do anything about it. Right? He is stuck on 75 HP. He's got the AK and Mini, and only a 2x. Footsteps very close. And Gokhale could not do anything. That was the last tree left as Jekko finds the finish on him, and D9 are going to take the first map on day 3 of Legion of Champions PUBG PC India qualifier. They came out of a tricky situation, overcame Kryptonite's very, very strong hold. It really should have gone the other way. Kryptonite had the perfect position to zone them out. They had the high ground, they had an arm, but it seemed like D9 did everything right, and a little bit of luck was on their side, and they came out on top with the chicken dinner. We're going to take a short break, folks, and we're going to be back in a little bit with the second map of Irangle for day 3 of the Legion of Champions PUBG PC India qualifier, brought to you by Lenovo and Intel.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for map 2 of the third day of qualifiers for Legion of Champions Series 4 India, where we've got the top PUBG teams in the country trying to make it to the grand finals of the Indian qualifier, where they will be competing for 10 lakhs and the right to represent India in Bangkok with the best teams from Asia Pacific. My name is Cap Nadia. I'm joined by Lord Bathura, bringing you this awesome tournament from Lenovo and Intel. We've got an uncanny quiet start for this group, but it does seem like we do have two teams over in Milta Power, and the gunshots are coming out. Let's quickly switch over there to see what is happening.
Team Alacrity, Team YTG is being shot
By the Rad Syndicate.
Yeah, by Alacrity. He did manage to give them pretty much. He did manage to give them a significant amount of damage, and Devajyoti is actually kind of stuck. But the scope, look at the scope. Oh, the peripheral vision of the scope. Actually, I thought he vanished for a second. If I was Alacrity, I thought he just vanished for a second.
Alright, quickly switching over to Monish. He is sneaking up behind Itachi God and Mere Mitron. Itachi God coming in from the side. I think Itachi's going to spot that Monish, and Monish just panic sprays, and that is not going to end well for him as Monish gets taken down. So is Devajyoti in the distance, and things are not looking good for Team YTG.
But Alacrity manages to actually, he wanted to push and take the kill onto Devajyoti, but he didn't realize that GGG was on top. And he did have a Kar 98 and an AK, if I presume, from the shots. And Starboy does actually manage to take down Itachi.
Yep, and GGG's got a great vantage point as well, looking from the roof of the factory. And I don't think they've quite realized that he is up here. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough information to try and help out Starboy, looking in all the wrong places. Starboy not being able to really coordinate with his teammate and tell him where exactly to look for the downed members, look for folks possibly going for a revive. GGG caught in two minds. Should he go possibly and pick up Devajyoti? It seems like that's what's going to happen. Equips the M4, prepared for that close range engagement, and he seems to be hell-bent on getting his teammate out. The question is he going to make it there in time? Devajyoti running short. Oh no, I don't think he's reaching it. Put your gun away and run, my friend. Unfortunate. Bad decisions coming out from GGG, losing one teammate who was already downed and not being in his Overwatch position to give Starboy that support. And there's going to be some harsh words exchanged. Misses that Kar 98 shot, and Alacrity is definitely going to know where exactly GG is, but he makes the second shot count, catches him on the peak, and now it is a 1v1. He's a bit too still, if you ask me. Oh, the pillar coming to his rescue. I don't think he realizes Mere Mitro's on the right, and Mere Mitro punishes him for that lack of awareness, as Team YTG are going to be the first to be eliminated.
And yes, it's been a beautiful start for Team the Rat Syndicate. I think they're down to 3 kills. They're down to 4 kills with Mere Mitron taking 2. Itachi won. Itachi's not there anymore. My deepest condolences to him. And yes, Alacrity won. Now there's only 2 people alive. And it's a sweet rotation coming in actually.
Yep, with the zone pushing in, everyone's finally moving south. It seems like we once again have a military base play, but unlike last time, there is a chance it might move a bit towards the west, but in all likelihood, we are looking at another military base endgame, which is a refreshing change of things, right?
Yes, because this was not the circle maybe most of them expected to come, but as you see, they are very much aware of it, as we can already see the rotations coming in. And yes, Team Delight Esports are pretty much scattered all around through the shelter area, 3 of them being underground, that is inside the caves of shelter.
Yeah, let's take a look at the whole map and give you an idea where all the teams are, what's happening. We've got Navi M4 have sort of set up shop at the entrance of the bridge towards the mainland in hopes of catching out some teams. And the only ones they do possibly have a good shot at taking out is Delight Esports and the current kill leaders, Rad Syndicate, for this map. And oddly enough, as predicted, the map does move a little to the west, so we aren't going to have a full middle base encounter towards the end game. It seems like we are going to be seeing a lot of bridge plays, a lot of shore to shore, long range fights. So it's going to be very interesting to see which of these teams are more comfortable with those long-range engagements, because everyone does have their strengths and weaknesses. This is where the folks on DMRs are going to possibly excel, and we have to see now the rotates coming in from. Everybody's trying to look at getting towards the west bridge of military base, and we've got our friends in Navi right on the tail of Kryptonite, the current lobby leaders. Let's in fact show you the scoreboard as well. Kryptonite won out the first map last time around, coming out victorious after D9 sort of gave up a great position. So we kind of thought D9 had it. Kryptonite were pinned down below a ridge, and D9 had an arm. They had the rifles and the high ground. They shouldn't have allowed Kryptonite to push, but one wide push coming in from who was that? I think was it Kaushik? No, mind you, it was I think Archie Monster. Yeah, from Kryptonite.
And yes, comparing about the map's position right now and all the rotations coming in, I think the Raj Syndicate will actually make it in time, but they're pretty much low on HP right now. But the cap pack is dropping right in between.
Yeah, let's take a look at that scoreboard. District 9 leading the lobby after the first map with 15 points. Kryptonite coming in second with 14. Delight Esports at 10, Navi M4 at 7, YTG at 4, Rad Syndicate at 2, and then FIFO at 2, closing it out.
I think the team Delight Esports need to be thankful for Gokale with that amazing play coming in for the positional advantage by him the previous map.
Yeah, let's quickly turn back to the game, as it seems like we do have one bridge play coming in from Team FIFO, who are probably going to deny these guys the access across, as Rude Assassins is definitely going to be heard out by 50 below, but they seem to be going towards the other side.
And look at how, and yes, that's pretty much decent rotations coming in out throughout the map. And yes, 50 below does manage to actually spot out, or maybe not spot out, but hear out the information from his team, as Rude Assassins actually have crossed the map. And I think they're going for the cap package, and yes, this cap package can actually mean a lot for them. But also taking into fact that how his friends are doing, I think they have managed to spot out, I think they did manage to spot out Team Delight Esports, but I'm not quite sure on why they're not hesitating. Yes, they haven't spotted out, they don't know their positions, because, and I really like how Team FIFO is actually very, very cautious before they actually push onto the bridge and go to the other side of the map, as they need to be going right now. And that's what really very important, because being caught out on the bridge is very hazardous. It's very, very hazardous. And as we see, they do also have the cap package being picked up. The cap package, I think, is just the military vest coming in for Sensui, if I'm not wrong. And as we see, Rude Assassins himself taking the long route via the ocean. With Gokale, Dominic, everybody's on a single boat. If there's enough damage, oh, look at this. This is quite comical to watch. One on the land above the bridge, they can actually see, but quite not do anything, because they're not risking it taking shots from here, because they'll be caught out altogether if any other team hears that and tries to respond to the action.
Yeah, it seems like they're probably going to be making land somewhere near Team Rad Syndicate, who have just beached their boat and made ground. They do have the 4 kills between them. Only Mere Mitro and Alcrity alive at this point, so if they do come up in a full team fight, it's not going to end too well for them. They are outgunned.
And they did make it safe onto the land, and I think they're pretty much inside the circle. Team Delight Esports, they need to be coming in with a huge play if then they want their name engraved on the leaderboard right now, because we have D9 and Kryptonite leading along with Delight Esports. Thank God to Gokale, as I did quote previously. Gokale came in with that beautiful positional advantage play, just creeping along, just securing the third place in the map.
Here we've got Buns right on the heels of Kryptonite, second place last time around, second on the leaderboard as well. They don't realize that. Buns from Navi, mind you. They don't realize that Kryptonite is right next to them. The lobby leaders have found themselves one of the few compounds that will most likely remain in the circle. We've got the other contenders, D9, spread out across two sides of Crossroads. So they're going to have enough loot between them, enough cover to sustain any long-term engagement. But the real tricky situation is going to be when one of these teams has to rotate. We're going to find out in just a few seconds. And there we have it. Delight Esports is outside. P4 just about making their way inside, but they're not going to have any cover. It's just this mountain range here. They're going to be quite possibly going up against Team D9, who are definitely going to be on the lookout for as many kills as they can get. Baba dangerously close to being spotted by Groot Boy. He just needs to keep going towards the road and he will possibly give away his position. 24 seconds till the circle closes in. They do have their vehicles on hand. Team Navi M4, they should be able to make it out, but getting one person picked off at this point is going to leave them in a very tricky spot. They've definitely heard the vehicles now, the folks over at Kryptonite. Navi M4 is bailing out, heading towards the main mill base, and they're probably going to look at occupying this area, maybe sending somebody on top of the towers, on the stairs, to get a bit of information. Groot Boy, they're looking to move in for some extra information at this point, whereas we've still got Delight Esports and the Rad Syndicate not in the zone. They're taking their sweet time.
And look at Alacrity's position. I think, why is he? I think he liked out. But if he continues and going on the same path right now, he's pretty much gonna be spotted by Team Delight Esports. But I think he's heard my word somehow, because he's taking the opposite route. And yes, this is the safest for him to go as well. I think he's chosen the right option right now, which is for the betterment of his team right now.
But let's take a look at Groot Boy here, trying to, he is the one outside the compounds with Curry Frags, trying to get all the information. They don't have all their eggs in one basket. They're not pushing one side. They're not all covering one side. They're trying to gather as much information as they can. Kryptonite know they are in a good position to secure their spot in the LAN finale next month and compete for their massive 10 lakh prize pool for Legion of Champions India qualifiers, brought to you by Lenovo and Intel. And they don't want to miss this opportunity. This is a once in a lifetime chance to get on such a big stage, compete for such a big prize pool, and then still have a chance to possibly represent India at the Asia Pacific Grand Finale later on in Bangkok.
And Groot Boy, I don't think he sees any one member of Navi M4, but he's getting shots in return.
Yep, Konvao I think spotted out finally, and it seems like the hunt is on. Groot Boy not interested in taking a fight, but they are getting chased from behind, pushed by the Rad Syndicate, who have come up to the compound. Kaushik has maybe heard, I'm not sure, maybe his own teammates' footsteps would have thrown him off. Alacrity right next to Curry Frags, but Curry Frags is going to come out on top. Alacrity caught looking the wrong way, is going to be punished for it. Now Curry Frags has no idea how many members of the Rad Syndicate there are. They don't know. It's just Meremitro behind them, who is the last man standing for the squad at this point. 4 kills on that team so far. They're going to be happy with those early 4 kills, but any extra position, any extra kill is a bonus given how close this lobby is going to be.
And yes, and I think the Rat Syndicate need to be quite cautious right now. quite cautious right now because Mere Mitron is the only one who's alive and he has a whole squad of Navi M4 pushing him.
Yep, Cornwall leading the charge. It looks like these guys, they heard the bullets, they want to rotate now, they want to get the kills.
But they're not even looking at his side. But
Pacho Herrera, he's going to be the first to spot him out, and that's going to be the end of Mere Mitro as Navi M4 get on the scoreboard with their first kill. And now we are in for a three-way Mexican standoff as we've got a lot of gunfires. Cornwall spots out Qualifiers, gets the kill. Kaushik returns the favor. Beautiful taps there. Onto Baba as well with the 8x.
Wow, trying to return his favor with the Mini 14 and the 4x, but the circle denies them as they need to be going inside the circle to a safer position, to a better position. And yes, one of the teammates is already getting revived. Why? And yes, they're up, back again.
Yeah, so Kaushik, he's the one doing the main damage, but what he doesn't realize is behind him, he's got Team Delight Esports. So Kryptonite are in a very, very bad situation in between two squads with big snipers, and it could go horribly wrong. Scurry Frags gets revived. They're going to look to get inside as soon as possible as Groupboy is going to find Cornwall, and that is going to be a big, big plus because now Navi M4 are going to have to go back, sustain in the zone to quite possibly get that revive.
Oh, Cornwall gets taken out.
Yeah, Mr. Buns was there trying to get the res off, but not able to survive that blue zone.
And yes, Curry Frogs just manages and decides to go for the positional advantage rather than taking that fight. But does he realize Team Delight Esports has also been creeping up? Team Delight Esports is also
let's switch over to the folks over at Delight Esports. He's got an arm, and unfortunately one of his teammates shot before him, and SK1P21's arm shot misses by inches. Gotta make every bullet count, and it is a difference maker in fights like this. But unfortunately not this time. He's gonna have to, drop his picking off of duties and go and res a teammate. But he's going to be looking at trying to make amends for that earlier miss, though not really his fault. Curry Frags finds Gokhale on top of the hill. He's being pushed on the other end by D9. So we've got a lot of third partying happening. Dominic Risk doesn't know what to do, where to go, getting pushed by Get Right and Better Utah on the other side, and takes one in the face from Better Utah's suppressed sniper. And now it looks like it is a very, very bad position for Delight Esports. They have the arm. They thought they were going to make a great play with it, but unfortunately they got caught out with Gokhale falling early on in the engagement. Alright, SK's arm coming out again and fluffs another shot.
He needs to be hitting this shot if he wants this team to be.
What he doesn't realize is there's multiple folks staring at him. Folks over at FIFO completely wiping out Navi M4, who are trying to get in a smart rotation, but unable at this point to do much about it. Better Utah gets armed in the face by SK1P21, and that's going to mean Rude Assassins has the opening to push up, but there are two people that Get Right and Archie Monster. Jekko on the left. Let's see how this works out.
And I don't think Get Right expects this very close position from Rude Assassins. This could go all the way wrong for Get Right if he's not aware of it. I think he's aware of it as he smokes the position off. But Rude Boy does manage to take down.
SK gets pushed from behind. Now Rude Assassins, he's in a very tricky spot because his cover is blown. The guy giving him overwatch from behind and he's been taken down. He's pushing into smoke with multiple teammates. He's going to find Better Utah looking the wrong way. He's going to finish him off. A quick reload coming in. Get Right in front of him is going to spray him down, and that is going to be the end of Team Delight Esports. We are down to the final 3.
But look at Qualifiers, he's getting caught out in the open. He does manage to take down a lot of damage. He's now safe as the cliff helps him get off into a better position. With all of this commotion happening here, and Team FIFO is actually on a very better safe side of the position, and they do have the advantage of the circle as well.
Absolutely, this is where things are getting slightly chaotic for the teams involved. Not a high kill game from any one team in particular, so it's all going to come down to who's going to be first, second and third in what makes the real difference in the leaderboard. The last surviving teams are Team FIFO, who have 3 kills, Team D9, who have 3 kills, and Team Kryptonite. So you have the top teams in the server on even footing. Now, who's going to get third party? Who's going to get the lucky pick off or the skilled one with a great rotate and take home the chicken dinner and go in with a comfortable position for Miramar? Get right, he's got the Scar and Mini, but only 100 ammo. I think this is going to be something that, you know, deters his contribution, because he's going to have to stop to rotate if he fluffs a clip or two. DR gets spotted out. Beautiful spray coming in from Get Right. He's going to punish DR as it comes down to Jekko. He knows Osamajo is at this rock, and unfortunately no lethal nades. He's pushing in from the side. He's going to find Osha. That is the second takedown. And beautiful stuff. Sensei now comes in for the trade, and they team up. Beautiful stuff from D9. Getting 3 downs with just 50 below left.
This is a very big blunder coming in from Team FIFO, because they had that 2 of their teammates fighting, but Team 50 below was looking at somebody else, shooting somebody else, but now he's trying to get taken down. He goes for inside the grass, but no, he just gets taken down by Team D9, who's been having a wonderful game so far. And look at this, it's now only 2 teams left with 3 people left.
It's a 3v2 in favor of Kryptonite. So it is once again Kryptonite and D9 in this final engagement. You can switch over to the 1v1 cam to give you a better look at how this is going down. Jekko trying to snipe people, doesn't realize Groot Boy is close. Actually, the smoke coming out to sort of giving that extra bit of cover, but unfortunately opts to go with the sniper there, and another bad decision as Kryptonite are going to take home the chicken dinner, doubling their tally from 3 to 6. Great work, and that's gonna help them move up the leaderboard and put some distance between them and D9 potentially. What a close affair there. I still think Miramar is going to throw in a few curveballs with the 3rd and 4th place teams trying to creep up for that second qualifying slot, and given how close it is, we might actually see a big shuffle in the top 2 if Miramar's first map goes, you know, to any team that isn't District 9 or D9 or Kryptonite. That's it for the second map of Erangel, folks. We're going to be back with map 3 in a little while. This is the Legion of Champions Series 4 PUBG PC India Qualifier, brought to you by Lenovo and Intel.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks you can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks you can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks you can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks you can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks you can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for what is going to be an explosive third map here on the Legion of Champions series for PUBG PC India qualifiers. I'm Captain Nadir, joined by Bathura, as 3 teams have landed near Picado. I think one team bugged out last minute, but we do have intense early fight in front of you. D9, second place right now, versus YTG is gonna be a massacre.
And yes, I think it's a pretty wise decision taken by Team Kryptonite coming in. They did actually flee. I wouldn't call flee, but as I talk, Waiso Shreyas gets tagged down by Extra. He takes his position, he does manage to give him down a beautiful low HP, but get right. He's managed to take down GGG down.
Yep, GGG was trying to shotgun Waiso Sirius, but now it is up to Starboy. He does have high ground. He is getting pushed a little early on, and it looks like GGG is not going to make it out alive. He is trying desperately to crawl away, but that is going to be the end of his early encounter. Devajyoti is down. Starboy is the one who is going to have to watch the stairs and make sure the rest of his team doesn't get pushed in. How's it looking over at Team D9? These guys, of course, Bathura, are in prime position to take advantage of these early kills and mayhem, because they need to catch up to Kryptonite. Yes, the top 2 qualify, but as we've seen, anything can happen, and you want to be as safe as possible.
Yes, and I did like how Get Right actually managed to go inside the territorial building, or the territorial hair, or whatever you called it. They were inside the building. Get Right actually managed to push inside the building and knock one of his teammates down and successfully kill him and then make it back. That's not a very easy thing to do.
Yep, got in and got out pretty fast. Let's take a look at the whole map and show you how everybody is spread out. This early on, we have a fairly central circle. Only Team Navi M4 outside on the northeast part of the map. They're going to be gatekept by Delight Esports. Then we've got the Picado fight here between D9 and YTG. Just on their west, we've got Team Kryptonite, the lobby leaders so far. And then further southwest, we've got the Rad Syndicate and Team FIFO, who do have a bit of an outside chance. Let's turn to the scoreboard to give you the position of how they all stand right now. Kryptonite in the lead with 30 points. District 9 second, hot on their heels with 28. Delight Esports, Navi M4, FIFO, the Rad Syndicate, YTG all have an outside chance. 2 back-to-back good Miramar maps, and they will be up there competing, but they cannot afford to slip up. But realistically, if you want to look at it, it is Delight Esports that with one chicken dinner can maybe upset one of these top 2 teams.
Yes, going back to the fight, I think Jekko and Archie Monster have a very good position and a pretty much perfect scope for a very close encounter like this between 2 buildings. And yes, as we talk, Archie Monster does manage to take down Monish. This nade, if cooked perfectly, can actually take him down, can actually eat his HP, remaining HP down, but no, Monish is safe as that nade blows up through her. But look at this very squeaky angle. He does manage to pull a headshot onto Devajyoti, which leaves him with 12 HP. Wow, he's doing amazing damage onto both of these teams.
Yep, these guys really have Team YTG pinned down. It seems like 2 different skill levels definitely going up against each other. Starboy trying to give an angle from here, hoping to catch someone out, but he doesn't realize that he's not alone. If he comes out, he might get spotted out by Waiso Sirius, who is looking from the distance.
That's very, very crucial angles. I think these guys have a lot of communication to perfection. I think they're communicating to perfection because the angles everybody's holding, nobody can escape because one window is being marked, every window is being marked by one or the other person of the team. But look at this. Do they expect X Star Rocks by looking at the minimap? Because X Star Rocks is down below X Star Boy. My bad, sorry. And I think Getright is also aware of the flank that they might be catching because he is spotting towards their backs and not letting anyone creep up. He's making sure he won't get third partied anywhere soon.
And this fight is only going to get more and more chaotic the longer it goes on. In a few seconds, we're going to see another team coming in from the north. Should be Delight Esports. I think they just stopped at a quick compound to get more vehicles, but they should also be moving south shortly, either through the mountains or from north of Piccolo towards Power Grid. And it looks like Starboy has gotten the first pick off. He's gone in aggressive with the micro Uzi and somehow come out on top. We spoke about the skill gap being in the favor of D9, but Starboy said, you know what, that's not right. Unfortunately, the door closed there definitely gave away his position. Trying to use the window to get a bit more information, Starboy here. It's going to be not too good if Devajyoti is the first to peek. Starboy trying something smart. Using a different floor to breach, but I think Getright is going to spot him out. Starboy tries the Uzi spray from range, goes prone just at the right time. Unfortunately, gets taken down by Jekko, who rotates from the stairs, and now it's all up to Monish, who is alone, low on HP. It looks very unlikely that he's going to come out on top if he takes the fight. He's going to have to get the hell out of there as fast as possible to try and secure YTG some position points.
But I think Jekko's hearing all of the footsteps, and that was a beautiful multi-kill coming in from him. And I think maybe they did over-aggress Team YTG because they shouldn't have done that. Even though they got the first pick, the advantage with the first pick, they did manage to actually push in, not knowing the consequences, the circumstances they were under as they were taken down by Jekko with a beautiful multi-frag coming with a spray
Let's
down.
take a look at the whole map now to see once again how everybody's placed. Curry frags from Team Kryptonite, the current leaders, who I think after that early frag are now back in second place with D9 getting 3 points, enough to leapfrog them. And it seems like beautiful shot, Curry frags. I was wondering whether or not he spotted him out, but took his time, and Why So Serious gets put down. And he is far away from his teammates, all the way at the other end of Piccolo. Curryfrags doesn't know this yet, but he just bought YTG a lifeline, and he might actually even spot out the rest of D9. This match, this engagement is going to have huge consequences on how this leaderboard will shape up at the end of this map. We've seen D9 in the lead right now. But if they get picked off one by one right now, that means we're going to have somebody else at least closing in on the second place team, making for a very interesting fourth map after this. But right now, Curryfrags hasn't managed to spot out anybody else, as the rest of Kryptonite are still very, very far away. They haven't really rotated in to try and take advantage of this situation as I would have hoped they would. But I think they're just happy playing it safe, not taking unnecessary risks of fights. But looks like Groot Boy has picked up Kaushik and they're going further away from the fight. So we're not going to see any exciting first versus second place fights anytime soon. Unfortunately, the map goes on.
Monish was trying to flee away, and actually Vaisashriya spots him, taking a few shots onto the car moving vehicle, but he's not able to connect anyone of them. Those are not easy shots to hit. Those are not easy shots to hit, and as we were talking, he does not manage to
This is going to be interesting. Kaushik right in front of Monish. Is he going to try the switch seat and shoot the guy behind you?
Oh, that would be so damn interesting to watch right now.
Now it's Sir Rudro who's near Monish. Monish has gone into the compound alone.
Look at this, Monish is actually far by far close to Qualifiers.
Yeah, very odd situation Monish is in. He's just bouncing between different members of Team D9, Team Kryptonite, mind you. And fortunately for him, all of them were unaware that he was alone. Had they known it's just the one guy, I think they would have probably turned around and taken a shot, tried their chance at how they could have possibly moved up the scoreboard.
And also seeing the positions coming in from team the Rat Syndicate. Look at this, they're in very close quarters with team the Delight Esports. Do they expect this coming? They're in a passive aggressive angle right now, if you ask me.
Alright, turning to Qualifiers, he's going to run into a bit of trouble here as the Kryptonite man loses a tire right outside the compound with Delight Esports, who are now going to be pushing him with only one thing on their minds. Gokhale from behind on the hill had a perfect view of Qualifiers, and it looks like the scout for Kryptonite is going to go down early, and that's definitely going to change their game plan for this map.
Yes, Dominic Risk taking him down without pretty much any risk, and he does manage to damage the car as well. He's making him blast. He's even burning the carbs down. Yes, this proves to be a pretty decent start for the Delight Esports. I think they might quite be delighted about it, but do they expect Team Navi M4 to be on the alternative hill? And Navi M4 is quite spotted them also, and I think Baba Bakcho, they spotted all the rotations coming in. They did know
it's
that.
It's actually a very interesting setup because you've got Team FIFO here. They're actually scoping down on Baba B, and I think all of them know that he is here. The shots are coming out. Buns gets taken down as Baba B comes in with a smoke. Buns was just a little bit too stationary with his sniper there, and I don't think Baba B has any idea why they're getting shot from. Dominic now from Delight Esports gets in on the action from the other side, but USA comes in and finishes the kill for FIFO. And suddenly what looked like a great position for Navi, who were scoping down on Delight Esports, their party gets raided by FIFO. And in turn, it's Buns who's lost, and now Baba B takes a ton of damage, loses a lot of HP on his level 3 armor as well, and he's banging the doorway, somehow survived that. I don't think DR wanted to shoot there if he could help it. And it seems like the call from Navi M4 is to get the hell out of there real fast. The new zone is closing in 10 seconds. Let's take a look at the whole map to give you a better idea. Everybody is going to be moving towards Chumasera with 21 people still alive, folks. This is where we're going to see a lot of kills. This whole group for the qualifier has been such an excitement to watch late game, and I expect nothing less. Quickly turning back over to Navi M4. They are below a hill from Team Rad Syndicate, who can hold their own. Navi have been seen to have made questionable decisions in the past that have cost them. They are still maybe on the table.
Oh, amazing damage done by Alacrity onto both of the passing players on the buggy. But yes, they have managed to successfully go to a better position by not going down. Nobody from that team not getting themselves knocked on their path to safety. But they did not even see this coming. And the Rat Syndicate, I think they've been playing pretty well quite till now, and they do have better positions now, knowing the position of two of their enemies. And yes, they do have pretty much powerful scopes to be having a decent amount of fight from any range, which is quite possible right now. And Mere Mitro, I think he spotted one member of the Navi M4. Yes, he did spot him, and there's no cover right now for the Navi M4. I think he needs to be worried.
Poor Pacho Herrera running out in the open. Finally finds a ridge. Got folks from Team FIFO here coming up right below Delight Esports.
And I think Gokale has heard the vehicle sounds and as we see him pushing ruthlessly, and we know what Gokale is capable with his assault rifle, taking in to notice the prior two maps he
He
played.
needs a bit of help from people not seeing him, but yeah, he can certainly handle himself, and nerves are not an issue for him.
And look at the position from 50 below though. This is quite interesting because this is a matter of ups and downs as they're on top of hills, trying to stay alive, trying to go for the better. And they're trying really hard for that position because who doesn't want a shot at the $10 lakh, 10 lakh rupees? My bad, sorry.
Yep, massive prize pool here. The top two teams from today's group will qualify for the LAN finale in Bangalore next month. The winner of which will walk away with the lion's share of 10 lakh rupees and a chance to represent India at the grand finals in Bangkok. Itachi got getting shot at by folks from Navi M4. I think that would be Baba B trying to provide cover for Pacho Herrera, who is still running out in the open, dangerously close early on to the Rad Syndicate, but fortunately they didn't spot him out.
This is amazing teamwork coming in from Team Navi M4 because Baba Bakchod clearly baiting for his teammate, making sure that he gets to safer battlegrounds rather than being decimated out in the open.
Absolutely good work to make sure they don't lose any more people. But here is where things are getting interesting. We've got Kryptonite that's spotted out Team FIFO. The shots are coming in. The first vehicle is gonna get by without so much as a scratch on it, but now Group Boy, he's got a chance to take out 50 below. Nothing has hit so far, just one shot, buddy. But they've actually got Delight Esports in the middle of things. Oh, he gets the tire! He gets the tire, and this does not look good for 50 below. The vehicle has all but stopped. A very hopeful M4 spray, but then the attack doing much more, and beautiful stuff from Groot Boy. Finishes up what he starts, and now he takes out the sniper to put 50 below out of his misery.
And Sensei Ryu quite not knowing where all the shots were coming from, but meanwhile Getright manages to take down 50 below as well. 50 below didn't see this coming. He actually got the kill. He got the kill steal, but look at Sir Rudra Whitey. He takes one beautiful shot into Why So Serious. Why So Serious was aiming at a different team, but Sir Rudra Whitey coming in with the perfect shot. He does manage to tag more onto Team Delight Esports.
Those tags I think are actually from the other team. So Rudro could have stolen that. As we said, we're gonna see a crazy late game frenzy here. So Rudro out of the action. Now let's quickly turn to Gokhale and see what he's looking at.
He's desperately trying to get his angle to help his team, obviously fighting Team FIFO because Gokhale, we know what he can do with it. And currently my favorite player for this team is Gokhale, but leaving those things apart, Sensei Ryu is also knocked down as well.
Yeah, it's all up to Osa at this point, who's, I don't think he's going to be able to make it. Sensei Ryu falls DR10, I'm not sure he's going to be able to crawl into the zone in time because he is being pushed from this side by Groot Boy as well. Osa Muja, he's got the sniper out, doesn't realize Groot Boy is behind him. Does have a bit of a ridge protecting him. In the distance, Babo P finds Mere Mitro. Finishes him off. Doesn't leave anything to chance. Shots coming out at Osamuja. He doesn't know from where.
Oh, he does get taken down by Jacko from Team District 9. And yes, the team kill coming in. The team kill in the sense, the tag team, which does manage to take down one member of the Delight Esports. And Osamojo is still alive and kicking in this map right now.
Yeah, interesting rotates coming out from everybody moving south of Chumasera. The only compound there where there's 3 major compounds, and D9 were split up between 2 of them. It seems they have gone to consolidate the north, and they're going to be hunkering down there. Let's quickly turn to Konwa, who has found out members of the Rad Syndicate, and shots are coming out. On the other end, you've got Team Kryptonite also driving in from behind. They're going to drive past Alkriti. Alkriti does a bit of damage to Sarodro, but that's about it. Group Boy and Co have stopped. They're going to get one kill. Goes for a quick revive. He doesn't actually realize that Monish is also pushing in. Alkriti coming in from behind. Alkriti is going to spot him out, but Alkriti not able to finish as Groot Boy. Huge play there. Beautiful awareness. His teammate looking the other way said, stop reviving. Look at the guy pushing you, and Groot Boy on point with his reactions and gets them a much needed kill.
But Konwa has been doing amazingly well, getting on 3 knocks, playing in the same position with the SLR. That's pretty much what everybody expected for. And looking at the aerial view, but Konwa does manage to give a little bit of damage onto Kaushik, who's the only one alive for Team Kryptonite right now.
Yeah, look at this. Kryptonite is going to get into a great position ahead of Navi. And they're going to take up these ridges. Navi is going to be forced to be outside any compound. Monish can possibly shoot them. So can Kryptonite. The question is, can Groot make this count? He's getting shot from behind. Baba B pushing up. It's all going to come down to who sees whom first. Groot Boy has gone prone. I'm not sure that's the wisest thing to do given the circumstances. He's been shot. There is enough smoke. But Kaushik pushes up. Unfortunately, doesn't make it count. Baba B comes out on top in that duel. And now it is up to Groot Boy. We spoke about Navi M4 being a good enough team, but making questionable decisions, not coming out on top in 1v1 duels, and that's why they're not performing well. But now it looks like this might be their moment.
But look at Groot Boy, he's just crouched out, pretty much proned out. Then now he needs to play, he needs to come up very big if he wants his team to be in a better position at the end of the game, because he's the only one left alive, and he's also left in such a tricky situation. And I like how he's making his rotation, but Pacho Herrera and his team going towards Monish, and he's the only one left yet again in such a tricky situation coming out.
Yep, taking a look at the aerial view here, as you can see, Team Navi M4 going into that compound. Monish all alone in the church with Konwao outside. This is not going to end well for Team YTG unless Monish comes up with a huge play here. Konwao has seen him, the nade coming in, bounces it off the wall. I'm not sure it's going to reach Monish, who is scurried to the other end of the church. Another beautiful Molotov, but I think that hit the roof, not what he wanted. Just trying to eliminate areas where they might be. Nades flying in from all over. Monish is crouched out in one of the little cubbies in the church, as all of Navi M4 is trying to hunt him down. Shots coming in from all over with third parties around. Konwa going for the push. I think he's heard Monish up in the tower. Konwa knows this is going to be a risky push, because there is a little position where you can see from above if you're getting pushed down.
But yes, vice versa, both of them can see each other from the barracks of the stairs. But I think...
Oh, is the battle of the gun going to stick out? Beautiful stuff by Konwao, as he is smart enough to realize the only logical place Monish could be, and beautiful peek and pre-fire, as that's going to be another kill for Navi M4, who are looking very strong going into this final segment with 5 teams remaining in the third map of Group 3.
And yes, Groot Boy lurking down very close by. He does hear all the shots that were taken down in the Holy Church. But does he actually spot out Konwa? Yes, I think he did have a pixel or 2 of him. But look at that, Gokale is actually switching down to Gokale. He's actually managed to take down one of the teammates from... Oh, look at his head. He's getting spotted out, but his shot's quite not connecting into Konwa. But Konwa, little does he realize that he's getting shot from a different direction.
Yep, a lot of fights all over the place. Quickly taking a look at the aerial view at how everyone's spread out. Groot Boy, the only surviving member for Kryptonite, the current leaders. D9 still in it with 3 folks. Let's take a look at the kill count. D9 have 5. Navi M4 with 4. We've got Delight Esports with 3 kills. We're not coming in from Get Right on the Rude Assassins. And it seems like this is going to be more kills on the board for D9. who looked like they were in it to secure themselves a good lead after giving it up to Kryptonite. Vice Sirius falls in the process of that exchange, and now Jekko, he's thrown down the smoke, he's going to provide cover while Get Right rushes for the revive. 3 kills on both of them, doing great work with the snipers, using this distance to their advantage. Seems like Groot Boy has gone into a compound with Navi M4, and it's going to be, possibly disastrous. Pacho Herrera knows which compound Groot Boy is behind. Going in for the kill, all of them. Oh, Pacho goes the wrong way alone as Groot Boy makes it count. Groot Boy 2 for 2 and go! Solo 3-man squad wipe as Groot Boy is in it to win it. Kryptonite secures 1 more position and 3 kills in the process. This is what it's all about.
But look at Usopp Mojo, he's very, very patient with the shot. He does spot Dominic down and he's very quite sure he does not want to take a shot down and give his position away because he's the sole survivor for Team FIFA right now and he wants this match for the qualifier points for him.
Yep, from what I can see, it looks like this is poised for Team D9 to take another win. The circle is closing in. 20 seconds until we reach what is possibly the last circle, and then everyone's going to be forced in towards the church, most likely. Gokhale getting shot by Viso Sirius. Viso Sirius gonna pick up another kill. D9 raking in those extra points. Dominic is across the road. He's probably gonna spot out Viso Sirius in a second. Their objective seems to be to push the church.
I'm not really quite sure what doing, but that nade, look at the damage onto Dominic Risk as Dominic tries to take down, beautiful shots coming in, but look at the nade coming in from one of his teammates as Vice Sirius takes down Dominic Risk as D9 manages to easily take 1 more kill onto the board with them being on 8 kills. I think this is what matters, and now look at this, 3 teams alive in a circle. Yet so small, yet so close, but Viso Sirius does manage to take down 1 more kill onto Usa Mojo. This guy is on a hell of a run.
Yep, it's all up to Groot Boy now. Groot Boy has done a great job getting his team up to 2nd place. Let's turn to the 1v1. It is the leaders. Kryptonite versus D9. This is... Nobody saw this coming given how Kryptonite's game was going. D9 with 9 kills. Groot Boy brought that total up from 2 to 5 single-handedly. And now, can he do it again? Can he pull off another 1v3 clutch?
And if he does pull this, man, this guy's going to be the MVP of let alone today's match. I quote him the MVP of the qualifiers if he does manage to pull this off. But yes, I think they do spot a small glimpse of him. I'm not really sure. No, just this spamming.
Random blind fires coming out to try and bait him out. We've got a great position of Viso Sirius on top of the church. So as soon as Groot Boy shoots somebody or moves, they're gonna know. We've got Get Right coming in from behind, who might be the first person that runs into Groot Boy. I think Groot Boy knows. Oh, Groot Boy gets spotted out. Viso Sirius comes in. Oh, Groot Boy caught in the crossfire. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Oh, Groot Boy went prone for that sort of clutch duel, but Get Right comes in, pre-fires and gets the kill. 2 3v1s was just a bit too much to ask of the Kryptonite man, as D9 are going to take another win in the bag to make themselves very comfortable at the top. And in what style? 10 kills for them. Groot Boy alone with 5, single-handedly keeping Kryptonite in this matchup. Without him, I think it would have been a very close affair between 2nd and 3rd place. But his heroics means that Kryptonite are still the favorites to go in after D9.
Yes, and I think Groot Boy has had a tremendous run, laying the bridge 1 step above in securing them that spot at the qualifiers. I think Groot Boy is the MVP of today, according to the qualifiers that we saw today. We still have 1 more map to go, 1 more of Miramar to go, but it has been pretty much convincing. And what I really like to quote, for the past 3 days, it's always been like this. There's only 2 teams dominating the entire series of the maps. For the first day, I think we
Well,
saw IR.
yesterday we had a bit of different approach with Global Esports and Bridge Campers going down to all the way to the final duel of the final map to see who would go through, and Global Esports came out on top. A bit of luck on their side with a few whiffed sprays and a double kill for them. But today it seems fairly comfortable for Kryptonite and D9 after 3 maps, folks. We've still got 1 map to go. Who knows, we might see a double-digit kill chicken dinner from one of the other teams for a massive upset. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back with map 4 of day 3 of the Legion of Champions Series 4 PUBG PC India qualifier, brought to you by Lenovo and Intel.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Thinks he can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second...
Welcome back, folks, for the fourth and final map, as the action has kicked off faster than we expected with Hasi and Del Patron. Two teams facing off. SK1 with the Tommy gun, and he's gonna find a kill for himself as we move on to 3 kills for the folks on Delight Esports. Paradox is gonna find Root Assassins, get his team on the scoreboard, but he is all alone with 3 members of Delight Esports closing in on him, as Gokhale is going to find the only one coming in, and that is going to end very poorly for Mr. Paradox from the Rat Syndicate, who are going to leave the last match very, very early.
And there was one more knock coming up on the kill field. Groot Boy falling down to his death. This is not what we expected.
Yeah, quickly switching over to Starboy here. from Team YTG in the same compound as Navi M4.
This was quite the.
Yep, we've got the second fight happening here now.
And Pacho
Starboy, he's got the mini. Spots out Pacho. No helmet on Pacho, so this could work in favor of Starboy, who chooses to heal instead of continuing that fight. Buns is looking for the flank, it seems, on Starboy, who hasn't received support from his teammates. Starboy doing great there, doing a decent amount of damage onto Pacho, but that is going to free up Buns to move in from behind. Pacho decides to push up a little more aggressive, takes out the M4, looking to spray down Pacho if he pops out, but no scope or sight makes it a little bit harder with the M4. I'm not a personal fan of the iron sights. Now Pacho, he's got a great position in that room. Starboy, is he going to go left or right? Chooses to go left. Wrong choice, and Pacho is going to punish him as Starboy makes a fatal mistake. GG is in the house next door, unfortunately. But David Jyoti is going to go in. He's going to put Pacho out of his misery as GG is coming from behind. And now he just threw Pacho and killed him. Monish gets picked out in the distance by Baba B as it is up to Dev Jyoti and GG. GG gets caught out, but beautiful reaction and spray down, punishing Mr. Buns, but GG gets traded by Konwao as Dev Jyoti comes in. Now it's up to Baba B in the distance. Baba B gets spotted out. Dev Jyoti does the smart thing and gets the kill, gets the finish. Switches to the 3x AK. Not what I would use at this point. Nate coming into the room. Can Devajyoti get out? Closes the door for good measure, but the nade didn't make it inside. Most of the sprays hit the wall. Just one more bullet needed to take out Baba. Devajyoti, he needs to keep in mind that after this fight, he still needs to go revive GG.
Yes, vice versa for Baba as well, because Buns also is knocked out. Baba's just doing the amazing brainish play here. He debated saying that he was going for the revive, which pushed Devajyoti behind, but it's him going around with the pre-fire, not quite connecting because Devajyoti is not there. Monster Buns having very less time for the revive. I think Baba Bucks
I think
just
both are going to go for revives. Devajyoti has no idea where Baba Buns is at this point. GG trying desperately to crawl towards Devajyoti. Baba B is going to get in the revive in time, as Devajyoti is going to have to go down, leave his little nook, and now Baba is on the hunt. Both of them on 75 HP. Have taken a bit of damage on the armor. Devajyoti with the level 2. Baba on just level 1.
If Baba did decide to push 3 seconds ago, he would have caught both of them.
Wait, what?
Did he leave?
I have no idea.
Did he leave his button? Oh my god.
No, I'm fairly certain he got the revive off. I still don't know what happened there. Takes out the shot. Takes out Baba. Now he's going to have to vault out. Smart play here. He's going to go in from behind. Finds Baba. Going to find Buns. No! Shoots at the feet when it should have been at the head. Tried for the finish and spray transfer. But that is going to be the end of Devajyoti.
And this has been quite the trade game that we expected for the moment. I thought it was a different game, because this is not how trades usually come in PUBG, and this is not how the game has to be. But maybe this is what is really matters, because at a professional level, at the next stage of the game, this is how all the games are going to progress towards it. Because you showing out your skill is not the matter, but you taking out the trade, you taking the revenge for your teammate is all that really matters.
Absolutely, you know, it's about firstly trying to avoid those situations, but once you get there, you gotta make sure you make the most of it. Curry Fries falls after a bit of fun on the bike. It seems like our top teams are in a very, very comfortable position with Kryptonite and D9, all but certain of qualification. Let's take a look at the scoreboard real quick to see how everyone stands. D9 at 48 points, Kryptonite at 41 points, Delight Esports at 28 points. They do have the 3 kills, so if they can build on that, so it's already 31 for Delight Esports, which means a few more kills and a chicken dinner. They might just be seriously contesting with the folks at Kryptonite. Kryptonite has 1 kill, they've lost a man, so it is a little tricky for them going into the rest of this match. 14 players and 5 teams left alive. So everybody is already assured a lot of points. For positions, it comes down to who's gonna get the kills. There's not too many to go around. So Delight are gonna have to make sure that they are making everything count. Jekko from D9 spots out Kryptonite's Sir Hero and takes a few pot shots, but nothing connects as Kryptonite are going to be on their way. Let's take a look at the whole map and see how everybody is rotating and where they're gonna end up. The map has moved eastwards. I don't think anybody's going south towards Los Leones, but maybe we're gonna have people around the crater of La Bendita, or maybe somebody moves towards Impala just to stay away from the combat. But like I mentioned, it's all going to come down to Delight Esports and whether they really want this. It is statistically possible for them to steal that second place spot from Kryptonite. They got the early kills, that's a big plus on their side, but from here on in they cannot take their foot off the gas. They need to go all the way, they need to go all out, they need to show no mercy, show the aggression we've seen top tier teams come out with for having any chance of taking that last slot away from Kryptonite. But as it stands, it seems like District 9 and Kryptonite are going to be going through the LAN finale next month, where they will compete for a massive 10 lakh prize pool for the Legion of Champions India Qualifiers Finals and the rights to represent India in Bangkok at the Grand Finals in December.
And I know I am pretty fast to jump to conclusions, but I think these are the only 3 teams that actually stand a chance. Kryptonite, Delight Esports and D9. But I also had a slight preference towards Navi M4, but them being taken out so aggressive at the starting of the map.
Yep, I really expected more from Navi M4. They looked very exciting to watch, but unfortunately, they kind of let us down when it actually came to it, and that has cost them quite a bit in every single map. Losing silly duels, not having the right position or rotation, and it's gonna come back to haunt them. Let's quickly switch over to we've got a fight actually breaking out where the folks over at Delight Esports wanting to do is Kryptonite, Vocalate, taking a lot of damage. Dominic being able to drive him away. The car is almost done for. Just a few more shots. Lucky to actually find another vehicle there. Unlucky if it had been going a little faster. It would be hilarious if that vehicle blows up as they're crossing it. It was very much possible. But Delight almost had their chances vanish from in front of their eyes. Could have been quite an upset.
But look at this team. Getright actually creeping in very close to Delight Esports. Look at this. Oh, sorry, Delight Esports, not Kryptonite. Kryptonite have actually spotted out Team D9, and I think Team D9 Archie Monster he pretty much stood the better of the latter and takes down Sir Rudro Whitey. Sir Rudro Whitey has been playing amazingly well, and I think it's going to be a safe revive. But look at this. Qualifiers on the other side does manage to take down Gokhale and puts him down on his grave.
Yep, Qualifiers gets that kill. Delight lose another man despite the early 4 kills. It's not looking good for them at this point. They split up too much. They went into a compound, started healing without checking their corners. and now suddenly they find themselves with an impossible task. What looked like, hey, maybe they had an outside chance, just got even more unlikely unless they come up with some magic plays. And that is some interesting parking going on there from these guys. Delight panicking all over the place. 13 folks left alive. We've got the leaders looking at each other. It all comes down to who's going to be first and who's going to be second. Doesn't make any difference whatsoever in terms of their qualification, but of course it is a matter of pride to be able to say, hey, we qualified top of our group. Be wary of us at the land.
And yes, look at Archie Monster getting tagged down with only 10 points of health. Does manage to get his health back up with the help of the first aid kit. But Get Right is having a very aggressive angle, but he does not realize Curry Frags being in a different position. Curry Frags holds a very big vital position to this, but look at Jekko. Jekko has his aim down on Curry Frags, but this timing is all that really matters from Jekko, because he should not be letting Curry Frags take out on his team from a different angle which they were not expecting at all. And Archie Monster just trying to play it a bit safe.
Alright, taking a quick look at the match, folks, and how it's panning out now. We've got Team FIFO coming in from Los Leones. Team FIFO, apologies for that. The map is moving slightly northwards from Los Leones. Team FIFO is probably free looting. They're going to have a lot of stuff on them, so they are going to be primed for what looks like an inevitable fight coming up against Team Delight Esports. Got the lone man left from Navi M4, Buns, going south. Not sure if he's going to go for that airdrop south of Impala. Curry Frags is the advance party for Team Kryptonite, as the rest of them are fighting Team D9, who are hunkered down at the edge of La Bandita crater. So it's going to come down to who is forced to rotate after this next circle. Right now everybody is fairly comfortable. Nobody needs to take any risks apart from Buns, who can do whatever he wants since he is alone. Everything he does is a risk. But the rest of them are fairly comfortable in their compounds and their little nooks, and we're not going to see too much happening outside of pot shots between D9 and Kryptonite.
Oh, that was a nice shot coming in from Curry Frags. But looking at the map right now, and I think Curry Frags has a very good position against all of these teams, and we know how he can produce, how he can give their team the advantage with all the guns he needs. But I think they can actually go for a different play right now. Team Kryptonite actually has the space to move out and go on a different position, because I know they're pretty much worried about the positions of the other team that is trying to flank them, but there was no one in. There's no one in, but look at Sir Rudra Whitey trying to track down Jano Whitey. But Jano just dancing, but he does manage to get himself down to a very low point where he's on his bad minimum of health.
Yep, Kryptonite and D9 still going at it. Unfortunately for Delight, they're going to be the ones rotating, so they're probably gonna take a look at the map here. They're gonna move south to west along this trajectory, making use of the terrain, the buildings, to the best of their ability. Curry Frags has got an airdrop in front of him with the same long range pot shots going on between D9 and Kryptonite. The question is, will the folks from FIFO play spoil sport for anyone? Because Curry Frags is all alone in this compound, so they can decide to crash the compound, and Curry Frags take nothing away from him. A 4v1 is never a good sign for any player.
Oh, I don't know why Sir decided to actually go to the cliff, because I think he lagged out. Oh, this is not the perfect time to lag out. I think he's lagged out. He's just running out in the open. As yes, Curry Frags does manage to take down the last surviving member of Navi M4, and Navi M4 are out of this qualifiers.
Yep, Mr. Buns all alone had to make a play out in the open. Sir Rudro gets taken out. I think he was lagged out. Unfortunate for him there.
But yes, just because Sir Rudro Whitey has been unfortunately lagged out of the game. That's why the gods of PUBG have gifted Qualifiers with their hand out very, very close to his perimeter.
Yep, Sensei Ryu rotating on the other side for Team FIFO. These guys should be able to get into a good position to be able to shoot both D9 and Kryptonite, regardless of what compound they're in at this point.
But look at Curry, he's desperately tagging everyone. But it's high time, unless he realizes that his opponents have noticed that his teammate is alone and have actually started pushing him. Kaushik is now in a 1v3 clutch situation because he has 3 of his opponents creeping up on his position. Switching on to Kaushik, he does spot them. He's not taking the shot, he's not giving the position. He's not giving the position out because he knows this is a tough job. Can we actually see Kaushik pick up like one of his teammates did the previous map, just like Groot?
Yep, Archie Monster coming in. That nade looks good. I think it's in the room with Kaushik. Kaushik just about escapes out the door. Now Archie and Get Right are both scoping it down. Nades coming in. Doesn't find anything. Kaushik manages to get a bit of a spray on to Get Right. Archie Mon returns with the pre-fire. Unfortunately, not enough to clear out the room. Smokes coming in. Jekko woeful with that throw. Archie Monster with another great nade. Is that going to flush out Kaushik?
But I really like how Kaushik is playing it very passive. He's not taking out his utility because he knows that timing is all that matters.
Oh,
At times,
beautiful
but that
Molotov
Molotov, he does not take any damage from it though.
While he did manage to avoid the Molotov, I think it did deny him the rotate from left to right. Archie Monster knows he is upstairs on the right side, waiting for the fire to go out. Go in, Get Right from outside, putting in some cover fire. Curry frags in the distance, taking damage from another team. It looks very, very bad for the folks at Kryptonite right now. Once again, it's come down to D9 and Kryptonite going up against each other. Beautiful pre-fire. As soon as the smoke pops, prevents Kaushik from going up. Get Right gets into position to take over while Archie Monster reloads. And this looks like great coordinated team play. Jekko has picked up an amazing angle here to try and make sure Kaushik doesn't vault out of any of the windows. They have got him trapped in a corner.
Look at this smoke coming up. This is so cheeky coming in. Kaushik desperately jumping towards inside. He's only confined to a very small space, and if he's claustrophobic, he need not actually be. But
I
look
think
at
he's
the
in the washroom inside the shower, right?
Sorry?
He's in the washroom inside the shower. Spray's coming in. They have no idea he's gone all the way at the back. If you can see, he's even gone prone now. So he will have that initial advantage as soon as these guys get into the room.
But Get Right, he's aware of all the angles, he's aware. But this guy, oh my goodness. But look at this, one amazing spray coming from Kaushik, but Kaushik actually finally take down can he actually take down the second as well? He does for Archie Monster, but no, Get Right coming in at the perfect time and going in with the perfect knock onto Kaushik, which leaves Curry Frag from Team Kryptonite alone on his solo quest.
Yeah, I think what went wrong there, Kaushik didn't have a helmet.
Yes.
And the insta headshot coming in from Get Right for the trade on Archie Monster for another great play for D9. This is going to put Kryptonite in a tricky situation because now it's all down to Curry frags.
As Team FIFO is pushing him. 3 people, and it's another 1v3 situation. What is with Team Kryptonite and 1v3 situations?
Yep, they seem to like to do things the hard way. FIFO, again, they are fully equipped, full strength. They haven't really fought anybody at this point. They haven't taken any damage. So they're going to be looking at making the most of this last map, you know. I don't think they're in it with a shout to qualify at this point. But hey, they're here to have fun. They're here to make their mark at the very least. And eliminating one of the favorites to qualify is definitely one of the ways to do so.
But little does Scotty Frag actually know that there's a 3-man squad of FIFO creeping behind his back, ready to shoot at any moment. As I talk, he does manage to actually go off to a better position inside the God building, but I quite don't know what's actually going on with them right now.
Here we've got 4 kills on our outside favorites for that last spot, Delight Esports.
Very fast coming, very fast coming. One, he just done and take down. He does manage to take down the second kill as well. Now that leaves him in a 2v2 situation. 1v2, but the nade from 50 below coming and taking down Qualifiers, denying him with all the pride that he needs for taking those two amazing kills. Nice try, my friend. Nice try.
Beautiful stuff there. Now, unfortunately, Delight Esports being forced to run out in the open, being hunted like wild animals by D9 in the distance. The pot shots coming in with the DMRs. Oh my god, SK with 1 HP. It looks like he's not gonna make it. This is disaster. Delight had a tiny window. He had that extra HP. Maybe a hop, skip or jump could have helped him through. Get right, moving out of their compound to try and get a better angle. Jekko, he's gonna finish him off with the mini. And now it's up to Dominic to risk whether he can finish Team FIFO, whether he can third party. Look at this, he's got a beautiful angle from behind. They have no idea he's here. He's actually running towards Sensei Ryu. Sensei Ryu is prone in front of him. Nobody is
this can actually
aware. Oh, unfortunately for him, Get Right spots him from the distance. Beautiful stuff coming in as it's now down to Team FIFO up against D9 with the last chicken dinner. Let's switch over to the 1v1 cam and see how it's going to pan out with long range pot shots coming in from the D9 players. The FIFO boys are just crouching, smoking, moving. They do have some amount of vision to help them. Sensei gets a bit too adventurous with his jumping smokes. He should have waited just a second for one of them to bloom. DR, he's running to Get Right, nade in his hand. Not the situation you want to be in with a player of this. Now Osa, he's going to lead out. It's all up to 50 below. 1v4 or 1v3, sorry, and that is going to be D9 closing out the game in dominant fashion. 8 kills, chicken dinner to bring you home the final two, heading into the the LAN finale for the qualifiers from Group 3. We've got Kryptonite and D9. What a match, what a dominant performance from both these teams. They traded back and forth between the two of them, the lead, and it's gonna be D9 at the top with Kryptonite taking second place. Both of these will join 4 more teams at the LAN finale in November in Bangalore on the 16th and 17th at Comic-Con, where Legion of Champions will welcome thousands of gamers from Bangalore to witness amazing PUBG action between the 10 best teams in India, a massive 10 lakh prize pool up for grabs, and of course, the right to represent India at the grand finale in Bangkok. I'm Cap Nader, with me Lord Bathura. We'll be back tomorrow for day 4 of the Legion of Champions Series 4 PUBG PC India Qualifier, brought to you by Lenovo and Intel.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.